Hello. Oh my god, I instantly broke my stream.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
no, there's so many of you. What am I Oh no. There's two Mikas in my stream. I've done something wrong. I
Meanwhile,
have...
I still can't get Airshow to pop up.
Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. Um, remove this source. Okay, there we go. You're visible. You're visible, and I unbroke my stream. In fact...
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Please, a warm welcome to Mika VT. Thank you very much for coming and joining us today. I'm going to make this a little bit strangely intimate to me, because that's way too many. I know. We can barely handle one. There we go. Externus Terminatus, welcome in. First time chatter. Good to see you. Das Boot. I know, it's good, right? Such a good soundtrack. Did it default to this song? We had a little bit of figuring out to do, and we're still in the midst of doing a little bit of figuring out. So we'll have to be patient while we get things working the way that they should be. Tank Bear Claw, thank you very much for the follow. Zelathiel, good to see you. Afki, hello. And all the rest. I hope that you are doing well. But yes, we are today engaging in the utilization of the plane of the oceans, which is to say, a submarine. You know what the weirdest part about this is, Mika?
What?
I don't understand how Amazon makes any money, because apparently they give you one of these if you have Prime. Which must be expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Free sub with Prime. Hello.
Ah.
You know what I forgot to do? You know what I just completely forgot to do? I completely forgot to connect up my Live 2D tracking. So I'm just standing there. I'm just stoic here at the moment. I'm just a little smiley plane looking, no brain cell function whatsoever, which is pretty accurate, to be honest. Linked in chat to the tweet. Also, here's our buddy here with us. We've got Mika VT and SO to... I'm fucking everything up here at the moment. But that's all right.
It's okay. I still can't get the Reactor to work. Although in browser it works.
Yeah.
But like if I pull it up in my browser, I can see it. But if I put the browser source in OBS, it's just no.
Lemon, you're going to be lurking today. I hope you have a good stream. Well, thank you, Lemon. I hope that you have a good weekend. Ow. Don't forget to chuck Mika a follow as well. And say thank you very much for joining us today. Switch my category to Wolf Pack, which I hope is this one. Ow. Everyone's launching missiles at me today. Unkind. This is Tank Bear Claw too. I see that you take after Mika in terms of your aggression. I need to make these more expensive.
Ow. I've got someone throwing missiles at me too.
Well, there you go. That's what it takes. All right. Well, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I think we might have to go and introduce ourselves to our boat. You are welcome to join in at any time you like. Let me know when you're in a server. I think we've got the settings looking relatively set up okay. We submariners are an aggressive people. Oh my goodness, Tank, are you a submarine man?
He is.
Oh God. We're going to be...
We're gonna be such a disappointment to him.
I know. We're heading to the Bay of Biscay. Sehr geehrter Herr Captain, as you know, the war we are fighting is a tonnage war. The British are highly dependent on imported goods, and have therefore adopted convoy tactics in order to protect their merchant ships. The objective of the German U-boat fleet is to break their supply chain by intercepting these convoys, strangling the enemy into submission. You have been assigned to the Bay of Biscay. grid BF57. What are our orders? You want to tell us, Mika?
Tell us what?
Our orders, or did you go past the screen?
Oh, I got past that.
Oh God, you're not building the law at all.
I'll go with the U.S. orders in the Pacific. Sink 'em all.
Sink 'em all. That's true. All right. Shall we take U96?
Sure.
It's the nicest one. Looks like in the forward torpedo tubes, we've got 4 Type 1 torpedoes, and our reserves consist majoritively of Type 2s. So we've got the steam powered in the forwards. Submarine service runs in your family. Golly, golly. You want to join my crew? I'll allow it. Oh no, the accept join command launches a missile at me. No. And we've got 1 torpedo in our aft torpedo tube and reserve. All right, looks good. Let's get in boat. Judging intensifies. No. Welcome to the Bay of Biscay. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hello.
Oh my God, you're a weird looking little
How does the
dude.
light work?
You press F.
F in chat. Ow.
F in chat.
Thanks, tank.
Now.
I don't have
Alright.
permission to use this. I gotta ask the captain for promotion.
You have to. What? You don't have permission to use the ladder?
Yeah, I don't have permission to use the ladder. You gotta promote me.
What? How do I do that? Oh, you're.
I think if you hit tab.
Your role is currently passenger. Okay, there we go. You're a sailor. Can you use the ladder now?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Captain, permission to open the hatch.
Go ahead.
Open air. I haven't seen it in days.
Oh goodness.
The tank is already yelling at me. Say up ladder when climbing up ladder. Damn it.
Oh, when climbing up ladder. Well, welcome to our boat. Ship boat. No.
I think it's technically. I think in the U.S. service it's a boat, not a ship.
Mariners get stroppy. Don't let me down.
I'll do my best.
When you went outside, you put your hat on. That's so funny. The hat now.
Maybe it was because of my promotion.
Oh yeah. Congratulations on the promotion, son. You have earned yourself a hat. Man, you want to know something I figured out earlier?
What?
You could definitely sink yourself with a deck gun if you're not careful.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah, if you're not careful and you just point it directly at the boat, you sink yourself. Alright. Well. Willkommen auf die Unterseeboot. Have you been in the service long, Mika DT, or are you a fresh-faced new recruit straight from the high schools of Deutschland?
I am an experienced submariner in this game.
Oh, you're doing better than me.
Wait, how did the button? Oh, scroll. Okay.
Yeah, you scroll. Or alternatively, you can just use a.
Yeah.
In fact, if you stay there.
The Uzo should be able to be used by the torpedo computer, right?
Enemy vessel spotted.
Where?
Oh, look, I'm looking directly at it.
Oh, I see. Hi.
Hello. I remember that being really funny. Look, we've got a periscope. Don't need it at the moment because the boat's not on water.
Down ladder.
Down ladder. Well.
How do I go down again?
here's
Down
the-
ladder.
Oh.
Tank, are you happy?
So goofy. Down ladder. Down ladder. Close the hatch. All right.
Oh, where'd the?
Oh shit.
So we've got a radio direction finder.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
I know
Right.
I know how it works roughly. Oh, and the hydrophone is now in a different room. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Now we've got our hydrophone. We've got our radio direction finder. We've got an Enigma machine.
Oh, we can actually go into the torpedo room now. That's neat.
I'm gonna hack the planet.
I remember when I was playing this game first, like when it became a big deal. We were playing it with a bunch of people in TeamSpeak, but it was only one crew per TeamSpeak channel, and then all of the other communication had to be done by telegraph.
Oh yeah.
Or Morse code. We kept telling the guys, hey, stop being a dumbass, and you know, they were just typing as fast as they could, which meant certain characters wouldn't get sent because you have to wait for the character to finish sending before you can send another one.
Wow, they've improved the way that this controls way better. Where are you? Oh, you're on. Oh,
There's a compressor back here? Do I have to run all the way back here to run the compressor now?
the compressor's all the way at the back. That's where we get our air from.
Because there used to just be a compressor switch somewhere around here. We gotta make ourselves familiar with all that.
It's the bilge pump now. What was formerly the compressor is now the bilge pump.
Yeah.
Got an Echo Ranger.
All right.
If I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, and the Echo Ranger actually works now. I noticed that when I was playing around. All right, I'm gonna start off by dumping some of the water out of our trim tank.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put us at that 2.75 and hope that's right.
All right.
But at the very least, it'll mean we won't sink too bad. And I'm gonna leave the negative full because that's what I calibrated it to.
Well, seeing as we do not have any immediately visible targets, I usually dive down and use the hydrophone for a moment to see if I can hear anything.
That's normally what I do. Is the hatch secured?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I'm in the engine room. We are
SMH
good,
my head.
feeling good. SMH my head. What's wrong with it? I'm in the kitchen. Wait. Sorry, I need to do poos. 1 minute. Mika, can you come to the kitchen, please?
Where's the kitchen? Aft?
Yep.
Aft of the engine room?
You've gone. No. You've gone straight through.
Oh, you're in the bathroom. What's this other room for? Oh, it's probably just storage.
I think it's the brig. Pop in there. There you go.
But I can get out.
No, it got out.
This was always
Shite.
your vote.
Oh yeah, true.
Tank says inaccurate, not enough removable label plates with erotic images behind them. Well, this is World War II tank.
Well, shall we flood the fore and aft and see if we can get ourselves in unter die Wasser?
Well, first we'll take an echo ranging and we'll see that we have more than 1,000 meters of water underneath us, so we're good.
Good.
So,
So I just have to call Mum.
Are you ordering a dive?
Yeah.
All right, let's stop the engines. Engine stopped. I'll handle the 4. Door open.
Aft open. Now here's the problem I was running into before. Ballast tanks aren't filling with water. Why not?
They worked when I did it.
Yeah. Turn on the electric engines. Half speed. Good. This reminds me of visiting the Technic Museum of Speyer. You can get inside the real U6 run. Nobody would ever convince me to go on the with it. It's so janky. Yeah, our ballast tanks aren't filling. I had this before. I think we need to use the dive planes to get it started. Or at least it takes a little while for it to get going. Unless...
Can open the trim tank and see if that helps. Ow. Yeah. So I opened the trim tanks up and we're starting to sink.
Ooh, a And what are we sinking about? Oh, we're sinking. You've arrived. What did you miss? We're in a boat that's meant to sink. And we're sinking as we speak. Oh, we are full right up.
Yep. I'm venting the trim tank now. You want to close the ballast tanks?
Yeah, okay. Closing the forward ballast tank.
I got the aft. Oh, you do.
Oh, got it.
You beat me to it.
Yeah. There we go. Well, we're underwater. We're in an underwater boat.
Is your periscope, sir?
Thank you.
Merlin
not
says
really
it's
underwater.
airplanes but underwater.
Aeroplanes, but underwater. That's a weird-looking cockpit. Well, thank you very much. 587-486-465-62319. Man, the OP is really far out of the water. Are our engines running? Yeah, they are. Guess we're just not going very quickly. Let's have a listen on the hydrophone. Oh, bad news, Mika.
What?
There's a really loud noise coming from directly behind us.
You want the engine stopped?
No.
Too late.
our own
I already
engines.
ordered the engine stopped.
No! Stop it. Why are you running the engines underwater? Use the motors. Well, yeah, of course I'm using the electric motors. The diesel motors are not running at the moment. Yeah, they must be behind us. I don't hear anything forward.
Well, good thing
you
our
stopped.
engines are stopped.
You've stopped us.
Yes.
Oh, propeller noises.
Where?
130. Yeah, 130, 140.
Ship bearing?
Magnetic. But yeah, point us 135. Oh yeah, it's not very easy to turn when the engine's up running.
Nope, not at all.
Oh god. All right. Do you want red light or do you want white light? Oh, red
I
light's
would
quite
pref-
intimidating.
Yeah, I want the white. Mika, make your reports. Tank, I'm not making reports. This is a game. I'm having fun.
Okay, you don't have to roleplay as the Germans too hard.
We want to surface.
Let's just get another reading off the hydrophone.
All right.
before we-
Submarines are not fun. They're hell tubes. I guess that is right.
Okay, looking like it's 110 magnetic now. What U-boat types? We're in U-96. I don't actually know what type this is. Do you, Mika?
I don't know anything about German submarines.
No, neither do I. The famous one.
U-571.
No, we're in U-96. The Das Boot one. Alright. I'm happy to blow the ballast.
All right. Hey, Selkie, thank you for stopping by. You said bearing 110?
Yep, the ballast is empty. We are surfaced.
Now, I don't know if it's just a German sub thing, but on US subs, they have 2 sound heads, left one and a right one, and they're both on the bottom of the sub because you want to be able to stay surfaced and hear things. So you just have to bring your engines dead slow to do that.
Yeah, no, I've never understood why the hydrophones were like that. But yeah, diesel engine to half speed. Cool. Well,
Diesel's on.
As well. Opening the hatch. Let's see if we can find him. Ooh, you might as well set the batteries to charge too. I don't know if that happens automatically, actually.
Port engine is not responding.
Oh, really?
I think I turned it on too quick.
I'm coming down here. What are you doing? What are you fucking with my boat?
I'm just flooding our port engine.
Oh. Attention.
Nope, they're both on.
There we go. Yeah. Those engines, listen to them, Captain.
I just don't have enough authority. Did you set it to charge batteries?
No, I didn't. But I'm gonna go turn on the air compressor. It'll be really fun when you can have someone operating the engines back here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the air compressor is on. Up ladder. What am I supposed to say?
Up a ladder to go up the ladder.
Up ladder to go up the ladder. How do they think of these crazy ideas? I don't see anything. These must be their new stealth ships.
Alright, battery charge is at 9 kiloamp hours.
Cool. U-96 was a type VIIC U-boat that was built in 1940. We are currently on the 25th of August, 1940. So that would check out. I'm just on the deck up top at the moment. I don't see anything.
Oh, I'm being stupid that I'm doing all the helm stuff down here when we can go up.
Yeah, you can control it from up here.
Yeah, you just can't do the engine telegraph. You have to pop down.
But you can do that in the conning tower.
Yeah, just you gotta pop down one ladder for that.
Oh, it was September that U-96 is built. Well, this must be our shakedown trial. Looking pretty clear.
Watch out for planes. Did they actually add planes yet?
I don't actually know. The anti-aircraft gun does work better than it used to. It would be fun if there was planes. But I don't actually know. We could try that.
Tank just said if you ever get steak and lobster underway, you're about to get bad news.
14th of September. You could try the radio direction finder. Apparently that works now.
I think it worked before when I last played. It just nobody was radio transmitting.
Oh, I see. Does it not work against the convoy? You forgot to say down ladder.
I know.
Get on the 88mm, alright. Don't know what I'm going to shoot it at, but... There we go.
Oh, I have to raise the antenna. Do you see my antenna raising?
I do. There it is. It's a little hoop. You shoot fishes. Oh. They are our people. Oh, I can see you spin it around.
Do you know how those antennas work?
No.
So the way that they supposedly work is when it's in a straight line, you know, when it's not a circle facing a thing, it is acting like an actual regular antenna and it picks up things. But when it's a circle, it's not supposed to not pick up things.
Well, you let me know if you don't pick up anything. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on the horizon. Still see no boat. We might have to do another hydrophone. We're drifting a little bit. I'm just gonna adjust our course. There we go. Horizon looks clear. We should really be attacking at night, but it's such a nice day for boating. But yes, Gold, I hope that you're having a good day. It's good to see you.
Oh god, they make you actually transmit Morse code now.
Oh yeah. Are you still on the RDF? Down ladder.
Yep.
I remember there used to be a bug that they have clearly fixed by this point, where from the bottom of the boat you could grab the ladder at any point. So you could at the bottom of the ladder you could grab the top of the ladder and instantly teleport to being up on the deck. That was some of the Wolfpack meta back in the day. So trying to add VFX to Blender and then my frame rate and mine got scorched for trying. Well, it's understandable. Anything on the RDF?
I'm not hearing anything, not even static, but I'm not even sure if this thing is actually on.
Can I go?
Go ahead. There's don't forget that there's a band selector on the radio that uses the color dot to correspond to the band. I know we did use it back when it quote-unquote didn't work because we had another sub transmit and we were able to figure out where they were.
Tell you what, let's lower this dog shit.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Did you go down and leave the hatch open? How dare you?
What the hell? I left something up here. Up ladder. Okay, I see no boat. I see no hostile boat. Let's rig for dive. Down ladder. Closing the hatch. Opening the ballast. Open. Forward ballast open.
Electric engine selected.
Turning off the air compressor.
Don't want to flood that.
No. Air compressor off. I am playing Kriegsmarine songs. This is a German version of It's a Long Way to Tipperary.
Engines half speed forward on electrics. I'll try to send us down with the dive controls.
Yeah, use the dive planes.
Anything?
Nothing on the ballast yet. I think they're filling. Oh, they're filling now. We are sinking.
Oh no, we are sinking.
It keeps happening. Are you in the English Channel going for cargo boats? Yes, we are in the Bay of Biscay going for English convoys.
Alright, dive chains are flattened out.
Cool. We are hitting 10 meters depth.
What's the depth we should be at to be not visible? About 12 to 14.
Yeah, you kind of want 12.
I was just gonna try to trim us again.
Oh yeah, go for it. I used the planes though. We're at 12 now. Cool. Let's have another listen on the Idea Road. Okay, I hear convoy noise at 35 degrees magnetic. Do you want to have a go?
Want to go with what?
On the
Hydrophone?
on the hydrophone.
Sure.
That
Hey,
looks
Tank.
awfully cozy for a submarine.
Hey, Tank, what am I supposed to say when I'm going through a hatch?
You're supposed to say, bite down. Oh look, I've got a playlist that I'm going through at the moment. I gathered up some songs.
Ow. Hey,
done.
Kylan, thanks for the missile.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm hearing it from 30 magnetic as the bearing keeps moving around.
Yeah, I'm just pointing us towards
Hydrate,
degrees.
alright.
What does it remind you of, Gold? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Now everyone's launching missiles at me. Actual Kriegsmarine March is much better. We'll get there, we'll get there. Gosh, Y200K has got a lot of criticism today. Alright, we are at 30 magnetic. I'm just gonna open up the OP and see if I can see anything. The Royal Navy is better. Let's see. Oh, we're a little bit too low for the OP. Raising back up to 12. Leveling out. Much better. Alright, let's try that. There we go. Nothing on the OP, but we can surface again. Closing ballast. Your brain is burned to the ground, my bad. Understandable. Understandable. I mean, isn't that the dive alarm?
Well,
We are dove.
on US subs, it's like 2 blasts to go down and 3 blasts to go up.
Oh, I see, I see. So now he knows the regulations.
Yep. Now I know the regulations. But that was World War II regulations.
Okay. Tanks are blown.
What do you think this
Is it
valve
way-
does? Can I open it?
The bilge tank valve?
No, this one.
Which one?
Just to the right of this light.
I don't know.
So many valves in here. Like, I wonder what most of them do.
Which one of these is for coffee? Yeah, no, I have no idea how they knew how any of this stuff worked. Up ladder. Why would you use red lights rather than white lights so that you don't disturb your night vision? Because if you're operating at night and you're looking through the periscopes, oh, ship sighted.
Which bearing?
Bearing. Oops, the OP is still up. Oh, you've put it up.
Yeah.
It is at just 1 o'clock off our bow. I've lost it now.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Oh, directly off our bow, straight ahead, very far away. Merchant ship.
Do you want diesel engines, or are you planning to go back down?
Diesels, please.
Diesel engines.
Diesels and go to great speed. I'll control the rudder from up here.
All right. Great speed confirmed.
So many valves. I wonder what most of them do. Last message from U84. Is that the one where they flushed the toilet and it sank? I know that the Indian Navy tried to dive one of their submarines with some of the hatches open and sank it. Yeah, man, you got to lower the OP if you're not using it.
I am using it.
Oh.
Fine, I'll lower it.
You're putting up a great big sign.
Up ladder.
There's a U-boat over here. Yeah, come up here. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Nice hat.
Thanks. I like your hat too.
There's a way that you can change the color of your flashlight, but I don't know how you do it.
Keyboard.
The random fucking thing you picked. We're U94, U96 at the moment. The swordfish. Didn't the Kriegsmarine have blue uniforms? I think that might be later war, but I'm not sure. To be honest, on the boat they were probably just wearing whatever.
If you hit G, it changes the color of it. Disco.
1, 2, 3, hier ist mein Tag, heute ist mein Tag. You see, we got merchants in the far distance up ahead. I'm gonna put us.
I can't see shit.
Really?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Okay. We're going to full. I think that's for Morse code. No, it's not for. Maybe it's for Morse code. You can signal other ships. You don't see them? They're on ahead. They're
No.
on the horizon. They're very faint. They
Oh,
are there.
I can barely see one of them. They're going from right to left.
Yep.
The destroyer escorts hear you because they hear her German hard bass. Yeah, it do be like that.
Well, voice tube leading to the control room. Can I talk through this? No, I can't. There's an intercom. What is the push to talk key? Audio, push to talk, mic test. Game, keyboard, push to talk.
Excuse me.
You're right. He's got scurvy, boys. Throw him overboard. We can't have this dead weight.
Yeah, I just went outside today, so I'm dying.
I'm dying. Help me. With the sinking of the HMS would be comparable to basically, yeah. Push to mouse 3. Video.
How close do we want to get before we dive?
Much closer than this, I'll say that much. Hello, Tavish. How you going? Tavish the Tree Sage raided you more than once. Hope you're having a good day. You joined me and Mika VT on a U-boat in the Bay of Biscay. Hood was an awesome ship. Didn't stop it from exploding in one shot.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships.
There ought to be quite a lot of them. Do you see any escort? Oh, I see one escort on the far right.
Oh, yep, I see that.
What I think is we'll keep our range.
Actually, I think there might be 2 escorts because I see something else to the right of that one. That or the convoy might still be continuing.
I'm going to bring us left just a little bit so that we can kind of line up parallel to the convoy as we get closer to it. And then we can do a side-on shot when it comes time to do it. Still waking up at Ocean, apparently. Oh, well. I hope that you have a good day, Tavish. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for coming.
The profile of that escort, we're seeing the front of it, I think.
Well, coincidence.
All right, if you say so, Captain.
It's a British destroyer. Their eyesight is bad. They can't see this far.
But they eat all those carrots.
It's true. Oh man, Zero UI games are great. It's true. It's true. In fact, that's a really good point. How are we looking on the Uzo? I see 1, 2, 3. I'm actually only a bit seasick. 1, 2, 3, 4 merchant ships and 2 escorts. Yeah, the escort that was looking at us has turned away. So we're doing fine.
I'm trying to identify these ships, but we're rocking way too much in the seas.
Oh, you won't stand a chance of identifying these ships at this range. Their monocles, yeah. The fantastic people at the Zeiss Lens Company have provided us with advanced binoculars that can see further than the English counterpart. They do not stand a chance of seeing us in this water. My German accent, you like it?
No. It's pretty awful. Well, Merlin's saying, nah, stay on that course. I'm sure you're fine. By the way, what range would you say you're from that escort?
What range? Oh god. I mean, we can estimate.
I mean,
give me the targeting periscope. Wait, actually, I need
go ahead.
Recognition manual warship.
Just to see, yeah.
Tribal class. So we'll set it. Mast height 32. So the range page is. Fuck, I forgot what the key for the range page is.
Distance table, C, and then just hit it.
No, there's one that you can pull up when you're on the periscope. Let's see. Aren't Zeiss still around? Yeah, they make some of these lenses.
E and V to toggle periscope overlay.
There we go. E, V. Horizontal distance table. Vertical distance table. So we're at 6. And it is approximately 2 dashes high, which means that it is 11.5 nanometers, well, whatever it is, 11.5 away, ish.
But how do you know the height of it?
By the recognition table.
You identified it already?
Well, there's only a few kinds of destroyer, and they're all pretty much the same height. Actually, no, they're not. I told a lie. Actually, it's a Bittern class sloop. I can tell because it's only got one smokestack with a mast height of 23. So yeah, about 10 nautical miles away. Long story short, I am confident we are far enough away from those corvettes. Their guns don't even go that far.
If you say so.
Oh, ye of little faith. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I'm just trying to figure out how the heck, where are the combat ships even in the recognition manual?
Warships. So you go to recognition manual and it gives you the option of warships, aircraft, and merchants.
Oh, that's right.
Apparently there are aircraft. Got B-24 Liberators, Spitfires, Swordfish, no! And Wellingtons. So the convoy's kind of heading away from us at the moment. Are the Liberty class cargo ships in this game? Oh, there's all kinds. Yeah, there's all kinds. I'm sure one of these is the Liberty. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 cargo ships at the moment.
Looks like some of the same types.
The Heavy Type 31, let's see. Heavy Type. Heavy Type 31. Heavy Freighter Type 31. That does look kind of similar, doesn't it?
Heavy Type 31.
Oh, I'm just talking with Gold Ninja about which one of these is the Liberty class.
Ah. Now this always tripped me up before, but these things look like they've got like squared structures. Do we count those? Like not the superstructure, but like squared cranes on them?
Yeah. I don't think you can filter by cranes, but I don't think they count as masts, not
King
as,
posts.
King posts. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I do not know. That's a good point. In one shipyard, yeah, in one shipyard they built a Liberty class in 8 hours, I think it was. Okay. Well, we're getting our eyes on them. And the destroyers are actually in a pretty favourable position for us at the moment. Just because they're kind of at the tail end of it all. What are the range on our torpedoes, do you know?
I have no clue.
No, neither. It's the B-24 of the end. I wouldn't say that. Maybe the C-47 of the ocean. We're definitely gaining on them, that's for sure. We have plenty of torpedoes, so we could square up for a shot in a little while. It'll be long, and unfortunately they're steaming away.
Just hit him with the duck guns.
No. Oh shit.
What?
One of the destroyers looks like it's coming towards us, directly off our 12. I think it's just lurking at the moment. Oh, it's heading away, not towards us.
The other escort is just off our right.
Yeah, I see it. We are happy and safe at the moment. In fact, we're kind of threading the needle between the escorts, which is handy. reckon we're just about ready to start identifying here. Unless you managed to. Yeah.
I'm trying, and I can't really tell.
Okay, well,
Because those cranes always throw me off.
engine, amidships, superstructure, composite. Actually, it's split. Okay, I've got one. 28. Speed 15.
That one off our right, it's turning right towards us. Steaming right at us.
Okay, prep for dive.
Down ladder.
Closing the hatch. Oh gosh.
Core tank open.
Thank you. Thank you very much. King Cass for the sub. Hope you're having a good old day. Aft tank open.
Engines to electric engine.
Planes to dive.
Electric engines to great speed. I'm ready to get depth charged.
No, we're fine, we're fine. We need the water to come in. We had some Type 93 torpedoes.
Thank God we're sinking.
Cool. Whoops, overshot 12 a little bit.
Hello there, Hoffman. How are you?
Cool. Steady at 12. We can probably come up to 11. Any eyes? Up ladder.
I can't quite see yet. Oh, he's close.
How
There
close
are
we
two
talking?
of them. He is about 2 ticks tall, not counting his mast.
Oh shit, they've definitely caught us. Okay. We need to go deep.
I'm going deep. How deep do we want to go?
Like 150 meters.
Down to crush depth. Can you check the Echo Ranger for me?
Yep. Over 1,000.
All right, we're safe to go as deep as we want.
Oh, they're banging away on active.
I don't hear anything yet.
I'm hearing it on the hydro. Okie dokie.
Our hull is starting to creak, sir.
All right. How deep are we?
We're
Is the
at
Echo Ranger like a
25,
radar
30.
25, 30?
We're at past 30. We're at 35.
Oh, look, we can go easily to 150. Get us down.
I'm working on it.
I'm controlling the dive planes.
That's a steep dive angle, sir. More engine speed to get us down faster.
But yes, the Echo Ranger is basically like a radar altimeter. Passing 50 meters.
Well, it's more like a sonar altimeter.
Yeah. But when you think about it, sonar and radar are kind of similar concepts.
Yep. Just different wavelengths.
Yep.
And then a LiDAR is the same.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Passing 70 meters. LiDAR bad. Why? It lies. Doesn't
it? Ouch, my ears.
Passing 100 meters.
We got one at ship bearing 100, and the other one is at ship bearing 300.
Really? Okay. We'll keep going on this track in that case, because it sounds like they might be overshooting us. You see the Tom Hanks movie Greyhound? Our boat is creaking. There's little droplets of water coming in. Okay. Leveling out at 150. How are we sounding, Mika?
One is at 325, the other is at 100. The one at 100, I think he's going away from us. I'm not hearing any more active sonar.
Mr. No-Face Guy needs to vent in frustration. Go ahead.
Just please don't use depth chargers on us.
Load in a submarine. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we'll bang along at 150 meters.
Ow.
Ow. Oh, was that Mr. No-Face Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting double teamed. I'm just going to close the ballast fence.
Oh, forgot to do that.
Yeah, me too.
There's one directly in front of us now.
Is it banging away on the active?
Nope. I'm not hearing any active sonar right now.
Right. I think we might have given them the slip.
The other one is at about 60. He sounds like he's farther away.
Is the one heading towards us getting louder or quieter?
The one directly in front of us is getting louder, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some shapes with the rudder. Power of two devices. I mean, if they're not hitting us with active sonar, I think we're doing okay. If they thought that we were here, they'd be pinging.
I think the one that is in front of us is heading to our left. He's moving.
I reckon we should come back up and see where we are.
I don't know. I think he's still pretty close.
Alright. Give him time.
Just based off of how quickly he's going around. He was directly in front of us. He's now at about 320.
Okay.
Although he's getting farther away.
Cruising along pretty happily at 150. I reckon we could go much deeper than this. Not that I think we need to. We're at 3/4 electrical power. I'm going to bring us to half speed on the electrics.
I'm hearing one at 95. He's a little louder than he was before. And then there's one at ship bearing 290 or 280, and he's louder again.
Okay. I think we should come up to Periscope and have a look.
All right.
We'll just do it with the dive planes, leave the tanks full.
How's our bilge tank looking? Excuse me.
Jesus Christ, I thought we... I don't know what that was, but it scared the shit out of me. Fucking hell.
Sorry, I had a hiccup.
Unbelievable.
Now this is a true horror stream.
Yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine how you, what would you do to make a submarine game like a true horror game without putting something in your submarine?
I mean, isn't that what the whole idea behind Iron Lung is?
Iron Lung?
Iron Lung, yeah, it's a submarine horror game.
I've never heard of it.
No? Oh, it's an indie game made by the Dusk developers.
Ah.
You'd love to see a tall boy come through the top of that submarine. I'd love to see them try. We are the Kriegsmarine's finest, okay? We're passing 100.
So we got one at ship bearing 120. He's farther away now. And I think he's farther away than he was.
Whereabouts do you think the convoy is?
And then we got one at 255. He's pretty loud. I don't hear anything but those two.
Okay. One of them must be the convoy.
Yeah, that's possible.
Passing 70.
Aren't escort screws like really quick?
Yep.
Because these both sound pretty lazy.
These are, I think these escorts are sloops, though. They're not destroyers, so they might be pretty sluggish.
Hi, Kimion. Thank you for stopping by.
Passing 60.
What does our recognition manual say about them? You don't tell me anything about their propeller speeds. Lame.
Man, it takes a smarter man than me to know what you're supposed to do with the attack disc.
The what?
The attack disc.
What's that?
Up the top, there's the in the identified chips tab, there's the attack disc, and it's some sort of calculator.
Oh yeah, that's for if you want to figure out like angle off, I think.
I'm no good at angle off bow.
And if you wanna like plan how to do that right.
Passing 30. I'll be ready to level out shortly.
Whenever I played this with friends, usually usually the guy who was our captain would ask everybody to just zero out the torpedo computer and put it into what he called yeet mode, which would just send a torpedo wherever he was aiming.
That might be what we have to end up doing. Okay, we're coming up to 15. 14. We are at 12.
There is an escort directly behind us, or ship bearing 155.
We gave them the slip. Can
He is
keep an eye on our
close.
depth? Can you keep an eye on our depth?
He's close.
How close are we talking?
He is 3 notches tall without his mast. You want to take a look?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Where's the convoy? Oh shit. Fuck. They're right there.
Yeah. We're close in here.
We might need to put the torpedoes into yeet mode.
Sink ourselves some convoy escorts.
Yeah. Okay. Can you come up to the TDC? Oh, shit.
Up ladder.
Submariner buddies. Up ladder.
What am I doing with this thing?
Zero out the TDC. Put it into yeet.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. You want to just try to make an angle off call?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're so close it doesn't matter. It's a Bitten class sloop, so its length is 81 meters, its height is 23.
It is 23. Yeah, that doesn't. I'm gonna assume 10 knots.
Set the targeting to the attack periscope. As close as you can get it. Fire the aft torpedo tube as soon as you can.
Attack periscope, and then you want to fire now?
Yep.
You didn't make an angle off call.
80 degrees.
Bow right or bow left? Oh god, stop moving!
Sorry. Bow right.
So that keeps moving the angle off indicator.
Sorry.
Alright, ready? What torpedo depth?
Set it to 2.
2 meters, alright.
Fire.
What? I hit the button. I hit space and it didn't fire.
Oh shit. Do we have to do it? Do we have to do it from the torpedo room? I see nothing in the torpedo room to fire.
How do...
Can I have a look?
Go ahead. There you go. Our ship's turning.
Yep.
That's why it's confusing me. Or does the attack periscope have to fire it?
I don't know. All of these guys are basically a U-4506. Yeah, I don't know. I'm holding space, so if you want to fire.
Nothing.
We're gonna have to look this up. Launching a single torpedo.
It says fire torpedoes space.
I think it might. We might be out of limits.
We want to try again?
Oh, you didn't have the you didn't have it the rear aft torpedo
The what?
selected. You didn't have the aft torpedo tube selected.
Oh, you wanted it fired from the aft torpedo tubes?
Yep.
Well. Alright, let's set up again. What did you say the range was?
I have no idea now. Tell you what, we'll calculate this out. So 23 meters. Horizontal distance of some men need help shooting their load. Wow, okay. Somehow we have really effectively evaded these escorts.
Through our sheer competence.
Like we have genuinely pranked our way around these escorts. I don't know how we did that, but we genuinely have. So height 23, horizontal distance. Approximately 3.5 ticks, so fuck, I've completely forgotten how to read this thing.
How many degrees is one tick?
Oh, I see. Hold shift and use the. So we're looking at 24 meters.
24 meters away. That's close.
No, it's not. Shut up. 24 meters, and we're looking at 3.5 degrees. That can't be right.
Are you sure it's not like 3 times 16 degrees? How tall did you say it was? 23?
23 meters. Currently, they're about 10 hectometers away now. You know what? I think we need to surface. They've genuinely gone so far away now that I think that we're safe. So you go ahead and blow the tank.
Ballast tanks are closed. Let's confirm that. Yep. All right, I'll blow the tank.
Submarining is hard.
Very hard.
And we're surfaced.
Want me to turn the compressor on?
Sure.
Run back. I'm gonna get my workout from this.
Oh my god. The destroyers are shooting at us.
What?
This is a gunfight now.
Time to get up on deck and get the guns.
Yep.
Up ladder. Oh god.
Set the diesels to max.
Diesel engines. Full speed ahead.
Hey, you took loss. Hey, guys. Can you help me range these shots?
Sure. Which ship are you shooting at?
The one that's kind of off our
Off our bow?
10.
Yep, I see it. You were right and far.
Turn straight towards it.
Turning straight towards it. Ah! We took a hit.
No, we're fine.
Ouch! Oh god. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I
Oh
died.
shit! No. We're gonna have to. Shall we start fresh?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna switch back to presenting. One sec. Gosh, we weren't lucky there. Let's see. Skirmish. August the 25th. We'll set it to the North Sea this time, and this time we'll. Oh, we could go at night. Do you want to try nighttime?
Sure.
All right. Automatic navigation. Cool. We'll try that one. All right. F. We sank. Is anyone surprised?
Do you know how to take
United
stars?
Like stars. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
A star reading for navigation.
Hell no.
Captain, I need a promotion again.
Oh no. Shit.
I am the captain now.
I made you captain while I was on the ladder, and now I'm a passenger, and it's freaking out. Please make me captain again. It's making a noise.
You're now the
Shit,
captain.
shit. Thank you. Jesus. No. I gave away my hat. Jesus, it is so dark. Gosh, it is so dark. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work, Mika. Too tight
That's
to
the
play,
spirit.
we'll just veg around. Sounds good. I can't see anything, Mika.
Look harder. Ow. Thanks for the missile.
Thank you. I realized a second too late that I was on the wrong scene. Yes. Can't see anything, Mika. What's going on? Oh, there's the moon. I
Isn't
see
the moon beautiful?
It is. Where are you?
I am below deck on the radio. Oh, it's not even up. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're using the RDF,
Oh my god.
it helps if it's not inside its box. Jesus, we might have to scoot down and see if we can take a
Take a what?
hydrophone reading. Hydrophone reading. How do you illuminate the periscope? It's let's see, options. Periscope, periscope, periscope. Got it. Keypad plus minus. Yeah, you need to submerge to get a hydrophone reading. Why are you reading the hydrophone? We're not underwater. Check the
I can believe, can't I?
You can believe. Open that.
Electric engines.
Yep.
Half speed ahead. No, don't touch the negative tank. That'll ruin all of our trimming.
I fucked with all of your settings.
No, my settings. I had this trimmed out. Now I have to retrim it. I'm gonna go cry.
Oh man, we're sinking much faster than I expected. Why didn't you tell me?
Cause the trim, I told you, the trim tank has 15 cubic meters of water that it adds to the 50 that we have in our both other tanks.
Sorry. That's the boat nerd.
So anyway,
Might be behind us. Still 180.
earlier on when I was playing this with friends, we were joking that the captain needs an item that is the Luger, and if you shoot someone with a Luger, they get banned.
Bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Switch your light to red. 'Cause, you know, we gotta have night lighting.
Fine.
What was the button to illuminate the periscope?
Keypad plus and minus. I get the feeling that the convoy is at 60 degrees magnetic. Hey, Vampire, how you going? So we'll go that way. Wow, someone just okay plane nerded me. That kind of hurts. Alright, Mika, I need to run this boat for a sec. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I have to run the boat. Uh-oh. Dive, dive, dive!
Don't say any slurs.
Oh boy. There is not much water below us.
Is there anything really offensive?
No, but I want you to come over here and check the Echo Ranger real quick.
Well, you give me a sec, because I'm too busy doing the boat.
Fine, fine, you do that.
I'll check the Echo Ranger. Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way.
Alright, alright.
Oh my god.
There's not much water beneath us.
So, what, 135? Okay. How do you fit a plane in a submarine? It's tough.
Yeah, very carefully. You gotta be like those Japanese subs.
Okay, the convoy's directly ahead. We are heading straight for it. I think we can level out.
We are leveled.
We can. I think we can surface.
Close the ballast tanks.
Blowing the tanks. Tanks are clear.
And diesel engines engaged.
Yeah, go to max. Go to full speed.
Full speed ahead. Hey, AV Vampire, thank you for the follow.
Tell you what,
Do our engines sound weird to you?
they usually sound weird.
Oh, I think it was just them starting up. Because it was like, dun, 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 dun.
What did it sound like again?
Dun, 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 dun.
Did it? No kidding.
Do you know what happens with the compressor if we leave it running when we dive?
I don't know. Do torpedoes float? Like you eat them from a safe depth and they go up themselves? I don't think they float.
They do
I think
float.
they're designed. Oh. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess.
If they require their steering to keep them underwater.
You're gonna go play DCS? No worries. Vampire, take it easy. Thank you for being here. I can't see a goddamn thing. I think that going at night time might have been a bad idea.
I'm sure we'll find them eventually.
You reckon? Don't mind if you do. What?
Ow!
I'm getting banged. Wow. Mr. No Face gonna fix this very funny. You're too tired to move? Why? What's wrong?
Find anything yet? Down ladder. Down ladder. Oh, you're playing with the radio. So what we really need to do
Playing music?
yeah.
And you're not playing It's a Long Way to Tipperary?
Is that an option?
Yeah. Here we go.
I hope this is stream approved.
It came out so long ago, I think that technically speaking, it's out of copyright. Put drywall sitting in the hallway today. See.
Is there any point in being able to access the torpedo room?
I don't think so yet. I tell you what, Mika.
What?
I'm starting to think it might need to be IL-2 time.
We can't finish this unless we sink at least one ship.
I don't even know where the ships are. I can't see them. It's night time.
This sounds like a you problem.
Check the hydro.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm securing the hatch.
I'm gonna flood the tanks really quick while you do that, so there's a lift the pressure. I'm gonna fuck with the trip tank settings as well.
If I had a Luger, I would pistol whip you.
Well, that's why I'm the captain and not.
Like that all.
There's something so disconcerting about the way that you just have this empty while you're doing that.
I know, right? Did you request electric engines?
Yeah.
Why are the engines still running? Mr. No Face Guy says he has a ton of Fox 2s he can lend us.
Oh, good.
I wonder how well those will work for submarine hunting.
Has radar been invented? I guess technically yes. Put more water in the boat, Mika.
You set the engines to full speed astern.
Oh Oh shit. Okay. That would have that probably affected the performance of the boat.
Are you blaming me for it? Closing the ballast tanks?
You're full of opinions today, aren't you?
I'm always full of opinions.
True. Okay, the convoy is at 50 magnetic as far as I can tell.
Where's 50 magnetic compared to our current heading?
It's about 5 o'clock. No, actually, it's about 3 o'clock.
It's about 2 o'clock here.
Shut up.
I thought this is why you liked me.
No, I make the bad puns. People don't make the bad puns at me. I make the bad puns.
There's a little over 150 meters of water beneath us.
Alright. Cool.
Yep. In case you wanted to know.
Didn't ask, but that's fine.
Just so you know, we have options.
Well, obviously. Sorry, I'm too busy steering this boat.
I see. Oh, so I read a book about
First time for everything.
I read a book about a U.S. World War II submarine, the USS Tang, and in that, one of the things that they were concerned about with a lot of their patrols is they were patrolling relatively shallow water, so they always would fill the negative tank. So that way, even if they're cruising on the surface, if they beach themselves, they could vent the negative tank and then just reverse off. And it saved them like twice.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
I don't see these targets, but
Only we had
they
night
are-
vision.
Yeah, how long until they invent that? And do we win the war before that?
Sure, comrade.
Hello, F5. Ooh, oh no. Okay, apparently we're heading straight towards the convoy.
Do we need to switch to a day one?
I don't know. The convoys usually have lights on, but I guess not at the moment. We might need to switch to a day one.
It typically
we could
depends
try.
on what time of year or how far into the war, whether or not they've got lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we do day?
Yeah,
Shall we switch to
if
day?
you want.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, day is a little easier to find things, but it's harder to harder to sneak in. And yes, Hoffman, the Tang sunk because of a circular Mark 18 torpedo run, which is really dumb because the surface ship torpedoes all had limiters so that they couldn't do circular runs, but not the submarine torpedoes.
Okay, convoy size. Okay, we'll do the Bay of Biscay.
Did you set it to
Safe travels.
easiest?
What is easiest?
Airship wants to join my crew. What?
I'm going to rehost.
Okay.
Okay. New lobby, friends only. Create lobby. All right, you should be able to join. Cool. 1940, 10 in the morning. Bay of Biscay. All right. Mission start. Eat more carrots, mate, an RAF pilot says. It's true.
U-96, the one we've had such good luck with.
If you wanted to take a different one, you should have said something.
Oh, you're the captain.
I am the captain. Don't forget it. Well, this is much better when it's daytime.
I say... Any idea where they are?
No, we'll need to... Oh, actually, I've got them.
Got them already?
Yep.
Where?
I don't know the degrees relative to our ship, but I saw...
Rough direction?
At about 3 o'clock. But I'm turning the boat now, so...
Hey, don't play bad Titanic flute. That's a bad omen.
Pain pickle.
Oh, you're gonna play Pain Pecco now? Okay. Do you still want to be turning?
Straight for him. You got the periscope all the way up.
Yeah, it helps you see over the horizon.
Jesus. There's something bizarrely phallic about it.
I love how quickly it can move down.
Something about that. Something about that is absolutely hysterical. It's like R2-D2 in the Dagobah.
I'm just looking at you right in the face.
Hey man, how's it going?
The disturbed look. Oh my god.
Hello, Mr. Periscope. How you doing?
Alright, so how do we want to handle it this time?
I think seeing as we have so many torpedoes, I think we should just launch them as soon as we can, and as many as we can, and then reload and just launch again.
I see.
I think we should spam
Torpedo
torpedoes.
spam. It's like spam rams.
Exactly.
If only we had those audio homing torpedoes.
Oh, I know. That would make things a lot better. Man, we are lined up perfectly against this convoy. The T's, is it max?
I think so. No, they're at half. Do you want them at max?
Yeah, punch in the max.
Let me run up to the helm.
You could do it from the conning tower.
I was in the engine room. Airshow, there's someone knocking on my door and I don't know. I don't expect anyone.
Do you own a firearm?
I own multiple.
You know what to do.
No Russians. Man, these hatches under the ballast tanks, I feel like I would smack my head on the hatch, like the ballast tank handles all the time.
I mean, people back in World War II were like 5'3".
Everyone was so malnourished.
It's true. Living on a firm, nourishing diet of lice and sadness.
Okay, we've got more than 1,000 meters of water under us.
Oh, cool. can't do any worse than the Russians taping SAMs to their frigates. It's true. You wouldn't believe how long I spent on just launch torpedoes, did you?
No.
Oh, it looked like you did. You wouldn't believe how long. So, this takes some explaining.
Wow, that does look like it did. I'm seeing it on your stream.
Yeah.
But I assure you, we have all 12 torpedoes still.
Good. It does, yeah, it's got a weird look about it. The first time I ever encountered the term frigate was in the James Bond 007 GoldenEye N64 game, because one of the levels is called frigate. But no one told me how you're supposed to pronounce frigate. So I spent so many years of my young life thinking that the term is frigate, and then one of my friends said, "You're saying frigate wrong." And because they were notorious for being a little bit of a shit stirrer, I thought they were fucking with me. So I was like, "No, they're not. It's pronounced frigate. Like, don't fuck with me. It's written there. Like, it says there, frigate. So let's be honest, you're just messing with me." He's like, no, man, it's pronounced frigate. And I'm like, why would it be pronounced like that? And I believed it for 13 years. Until someone in the Australian Navy was like, oh, it's pronounced frigate. And I'm like, yeah. I knew that all along.
Oh, you're low on my stream. Let me turn you up. There we go.
Okay. Well, you don't have to laugh at my funny story, but...
I see one escort, pretty much, off our left a bit.
Yeah. And there's another one at the tail. We're coming square in the middle, actually, so our lineup is pretty good.
Some of these ships look pretty darn big.
Well, our mission is to sink 60,000 tons of shipping. So if we can find whichever one of these ships has your mum on it, we can get it done in one go.
Oh, yeah, I think that'd be at least 100,000. Hey, Selkie, welcome back. How are you doing? So what is this? We're just gonna add the warships to our identified ship list. So we have them on hand. Nope, not aircraft. I want merchant ships. Unspecified everything. We have aft engine on one of these guys. And then it's what? Kingpin, funnel. Heavy freighter type 36 maybe? My mouse is double clicking, so I keep trying to exit the recognition manual and it keeps throwing me off the periscope.
I kept talking with my microphone muted. If you can identify even one of these ships and get an approximate range, we can just fire a full spread of torpedoes into this convoy. And, I mean, we'll hit something.
Okay, so 20 meters. Trying to range in heaving seas is a pain.
Classic air show. Okay, Mr. No Face Guy. I know I'm a bad streamer, okay? I know I'm not good at it. But I'm enthusiastic, and that counts for something, I hope. If it doesn't, I'm fucked.
Let's call it 10. Ugh. How does the distance table work again? Is there a way to set the height?
Yeah, you hold shift and you scroll up and down.
There we go. So I think he's about 730 meters away.
Really? That seems low.
It looks like it's only 10 degrees tall on our scope.
730, you reckon? Okay. What's the length?
That or it's 7 kilometers away. Because it's 73.3 on the table.
Okay, so that's 73.3 hectometers. What's the length of the ship?
Length is 144.
Okay, they're out of range at the moment.
A lot of ships.
Yeah. We'll be struggling to miss. But we'll find a way. So long as your computer works and you're able to articulate full sentences. Yeah. Just pick one for ranging and yeah, and then we can figure out from there.
Yep, that's what I picked for ranging.
What's your range estimate at the moment?
The same as what I told you before.
So, what, 720?
Yeah, hectometers, 730.
Okay. The max range on our torpedoes is 600 rather. Any estimate on their speed?
The chart says that their speed is maximum of 13 knots. I would probably guess about 8 knots.
Yeah. Set it to... Yeah, we'll set it to that. Alright, we need to close to at least 6 nautical miles. What's the button to activate the stopwatch before we get to...
T.
Oh, fuel stopwatch, T. Cool.
How do you reset it?
R.
Hey, your head's in my way. I think those escorts are getting a little closer. They were turning away from us, but now they're
We're well
side
and
on.
truly out of their range at the moment. We're fine.
That's what you said when they were shooting at us.
Well, if they start shooting at us, we'll dive.
Although actually, it looks like the whole convoy turned.
Yeah.
Some
I mean,
of
the
those
convoys
ships
do
are-
turn.
Some of those ships are turning in a course that's going to put us right on. Those escorts are starting to turn towards us, so they might not have spotted us, but they will soon.
Okay. Can you get a range on the merchants?
I will do my best. Looks about the same-ish.
They must be closer by now.
I mean, our
Can I
periscope's
have a
moving
go?
around. Yeah, go ahead. Our periscope is moving around so much I can't really tell. We'd have better luck underwater.
What's the in fact, tell you what. Let's close the let's dive. Let's dive to periscope.
Down ladder,
Opening the aft.
opening the fore. Do we request electric engines?
Not yet.
I'll request it.
Setting the dive planes.
Great speed.
Yep.
I feel like we're forgetting something, but I don't know what.
I remember to close the hatch. That's the main thing.
I always think we're just gonna like forget to close some other random hatch somewhere.
It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Okay. The convoy's turning directly towards us.
Yeah, that's
set
what I
our
said.
speed to. Yeah, set our speed to. I'm gonna do it. Half speed. Actually, let's go to slow. If you can try and level us out at like 11 meters or so. We're not sinking. Gosh, this takes so long.
Yeah, I'm trying to start opening the trim tank so that we can dive a bit faster.
Okay, we're diving now.
In the future, we might want to try venting and leaving some water in our tanks.
It's not a bad idea, to be honest. Okay, we're at 10 meters, which will do for now. Up ladder. I think the escorts might have pinged us.
Pinged us, hasn't seen us.
Yeah. Yeah, they're steaming towards us.
I don't know. I don't know for sure if that's the case or not, because I think the convoy might have just turned towards us.
Yeah. Can you have a listen on the hydrophone and see if they're pinging?
Roger that. Direction are they?
They're at 338 boat relative.
I don't hear any pinging.
Okay. Hey, it's
Oh
just
wait, I hear it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just launching torpedoes for the fun of it. Torpedoes away.
All hot, straight, and normal.
What is that in reference to?
That's what the sonar man or hydrophone man calls out to let you know if they're turning around and doing circular runs.
I'm not entirely sure if the destroyers have us or not.
Where did you fire the torpedoes at?
Ords. Can you head up to the TDC
Yep.
and prep the aft torpedo?
Roger that.
And zero out the range.
Range is at minimum.
Set the targeting to the AP.
AP engaged.
All right. Wait until I tell you to fire. Hey Mithras, how you going? Great comms. Yeah. We have a destroyer coming off on our 6. Set the electric engines to max.
Engines full speed.
Okay, be ready to launch the aft torpedo.
Hi, Mai. How are you doing?
Are you ready?
Yep. You want it going right where you are, or do you want to take an angle off call?
No, going right where I am. Okay. And fire.
No dice.
Give it to me.
Why do our torpedoes not fire? What did you do?
I set the angle tracking to off. Oh shit. Shit. Dive, 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 dive. Just turning the lights on and off.
What?
that'll help.
Oh god. He's coming in for a depth charge run.
We'll be fine.
He's off our right. Hey, Exy. Here, so remember the depth that we can go to.
200.
Oh wait, this is a different spot. Yeah, we got unlimited depth here. Charges in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh,
Back
you're not
right.
kidding. Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm scared.
It's okay. I've been through worse than this. Our lights don't work. Okay, we're passing 130. Panic.
Oh, the panic.
Mika, I'm starting to think that before we started playing a hardcore U-boat simulator, we should have spent more than 30 minutes learning how to play the game.
I think maybe next time we gotta get some crew. Some more crew.
I think you're right. We're
Sounds like the
passing
guy's staying at about the same
175.
spot. Our submarine is dripping a lot
Submarines do that. It's natural.
because they're always wet.
Yeah. Like most of the babes I interact with. Mika, I said like most of the babes I interact with.
Oh, sorry, I was listening to the hydrophone.
Yeah? Well, why don't you listen to your captain, huh?
Oh, my offers herself as a crew member.
Maya?
M41 VTuber. She's a Roomba VTuber.
She's a Roomba VTuber?
Yeah.
Does she follow me?
I don't know.
I guess not. Well, in that case, I'm not fucking interested.
Oh, rude.
Sorry.
Give Airshow D a shout out. He normally plays flight sims. He is an airplane VTuber, as you can see his picture in the bottom left here. Isn't
Yeah.
he so cool?
Yeah. They call me the flight stimulator. Oh my gosh, I just got a follow from M41 VTuber. Yeah, they can join the crew.
My high, my high.
What is my high? What does that mean? Here you go, you coward.
That's what she says to say hello.
M41, H41, M41, H41. My high. Well, I tell you what, M41. M41, I hope you're doing good. Are we destroyed yet, or are you doing good? Okay. Airshow the MiG-27. I'm gonna surface again. Let's see what's going on.
They're still trying to hit us with active sonar, man. We got
Oh,
one at
fine.
120. And then one at 260.
Is calling airshow a MiG going to be commonplace in streams or something? Fuck me, man. I don't know.
Everything is groaning. It sounds like me when I get out of bed.
Yeah. Do you make old man noises when you get out of a comfortable chair?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're sitting in a cozy chair and you stand up, you're like.
Oh, Ixie gave me a hydrate, so there you go. And then he wants a my cute.
My cute.
How do we fix our lights?
Moe. Cunt. What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know. Do we need lights?
Are we surfacing?
Yes. That's what I said.
But you didn't vent the Valis tanks.
Because we were too deep for the compressed air to work.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about sub. Oh.
You don't know a lot about subs?
Yeah, I don't know much about subs.
That's weird, because I
only
always
DOMs.
saw you were one.
The big rip. Oh god, I'm not able to keep up with chat now. People keep saying things. Let me pull it up.
My iRig.
What?
We're getting pinged by sonar. Why didn't you warn me?
I told you we were getting pinged by sonar. Twitch, are you
Fake
not
news.
allowing me to?
Oh my
Twitch
god,
isn't
we're
allowing me
surfacing
to
so
do...
fast. We're surfacing. We've
Oh,
completely
God.
surfaced. Oh shit! Get on the deck gun. Okay,
We suck at this.
yeah, we blow we blow ass at this. Do you want to play Isle 2?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go to be right back for a second because I need to blast piss up my walls. But I'll be back in 1 second. If you want to set up for Isle 2, I'll set up for Isle 2.
All right. I guess now I have to entertain your chat. Fine.
Oh, I can switch back to the presenting screen if you want to entertain my chat. I'm gonna make you big, okay? I'm gonna make you really big, so
Oh boy. Oh, can we do more gunning or more bombers? It'll go much better than Wolfpack. All right, I'll try my best. Have a good day at work. Okay, let me catch up on chat. You said Mika moaning 24/7 challenge? What the hell? What? And then you said Surface D's nuts. I see. And Ixie, you want us to light some candles for a romantic atmosphere? We could light the oxygen candles if we were on a US sub. Oh, you're gonna head out and play Apex? Okay, I see how it is. I'm not entertaining enough for you. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't... No, wait, I did transition. Brain, no work today. It's a Saturday. I don't have to think. I gotta get my controllers all set up. Listen to that. Hi, I'm finished blasting piss all over the place. I'm Dad. That's weird. Update for IL-2. Uh-oh. Oh my, you wanna Ara. I'm gonna go cry. Bye. I know. I love her chaos. Oh wait, let me try. Why does this never work when I'm streaming? I've got a plugin that's supposed to let me use my Stream Deck to shout people out, but it never works when I'm streaming. Yeah, I'll shout you out. There you go, shouted you out. What? Hold on, what? No, you didn't ask. I think that worked. I will shout out whoever I feel like and that includes my favorite VTubers. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to set that up. I'm a big scrub. Oh, well, I have you there, but I have your browser source, and it didn't work. Here we go. What's so wrong with... Oh, I didn't transition it. There you go. You happy now? Oh god, isn't Mika so awful? He's like such a jerk and is always rude to everybody. I hate that guy. Oh, update's done. Ah, you had to update too. Yes, you did. Oh, since I've got your PNG here, I can bite your tail here. Don't. Oh, that's right. I'm Mai's male wife. I can't disrespect Mika. I am M41's male wife. You have to ask her for permission. Oh, and oof. Oh, Airshow, if you are still looking at my my stream, do you know what this background is? No, this is one of the hangars that was used as a Minuteman ICBM training silo. Yeah, I got to run around a place and shoot airsoft pellets everywhere. It was one of the cooler events I went to, but that group running that stopped doing it, which sucked. Ow.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Mai is asking, what does that mean? What? Do you mean the missile silo thing?
No, you don't hear me? Is my chat fucking with me?
I think he
Mika?
is fucking with you.
Well, it's about time someone did.
Oh, Maya's asking more about the missile thing. So the Minuteman ICBM is an intercontinental ballistic missile. It's a nuclear missile. They're still in service, I think. Yeah, they should still be in service. And they're like the big popular one the U.S. uses on land.
And the weirdest part is that most of Mika's exes also call him the Minuteman. Ask me why.
You're rude. I'm gonna mute you on stream.
Please don't.
Okay, we playing on finish?
Yeah. God damn.
Goddamn
No,
what?
no.
Oh,
No,
am I talking in chat?
This is between me and M41, okay?
Tell her I said hi.
Hello. No, you weren't talking to me. Fuck, sorry. He got defensive because it's true. Oh god.
So rude, don't believe him. We
Well,
only did it once. Come on, there's no way that's a good sample size.
Hello? Excuse me? Are you talking about rummaging around in M41's guts on stream?
Let's warm up with gunning, because I don't know if my controls are going to work. I didn't check it. Oh, I didn't set my throttle to the thing that I have to.
Well, we can fly the new plane,
What new plane?
the ME, the oh fuck, what's it called?
Is it the jet bomber?
No, it's not the jet bomber. It's
The
I don't know.
ME410?
The ME410. Yes.
The
Which airfield has that?
234?
No, it's the ME410. Yeah, there we go. The ME410 A1. That's the new plane.
Does it have the vertical cannons?
The vertical? No, it doesn't have Shrug music, but it does have remote-controlled rear turrets.
And yet we can't get a B-29 SMH my
I know,
head.
right? Yeah, shaking my head. Well, if you want to be my rear gunner, you can get in my backside anytime you want.
I'll do that as soon as you pop in.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
Don't forget to switch your stream over.
Fuck, I'm so fucking stupid. Give me 1 sec.
Oh boy. Sraj music. I hate that. I run into those so many times in Bomber Crew.
M41 says he got up all in my vents. Kind of embarrassing that he's discussing looking at my vents on stream.
I'm sorry, my.
Have you been getting up in people's vents and talking about it on stream? Oh shit, my track IR is freaking the fuck out.
Did you just lock your gunner positions?
Fuck my... Give me a fucking shot!
Well, man, you don't have to be angry at me. Yelling is the start of domestic abuse.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I lost my temper for a second there. Did I lock my gunner positions? No.
I don't see you on the gunner option. I did see you, but it didn't let me pick.
There we go. Unlock gunner stations. Try now.
Your gunner, start. All right, I'm popping in.
I have no idea how the rear guns on this plane work. I have no idea how anything on this plane works.
Oh god, my zoom doesn't work. Where even are the guns?
They're on the sides of the fuselage. You control them remotely. It's a remote control gun.
Wait, why are there two gun sights?
It's because there's guns on the left of the fuselage and on the right of the
there's
fuselage.
3 gun sights.
Yeah, but the guns on the side of the aircraft, you can aim in all directions.
Are they smart enough to not end up shooting our tail off?
I believe so. If you're using if you're aiming all the way to the right, only the right gun fires. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Who just buzzed us?
Someone who crashed directly in front of us.
Impressive. Was it Control T to see down the sight? No, Shift T. Air show, turn my sights on. I can't see.
What do you mean turn your sights on?
My reflector sights aren't on.
Give me a fucking second, okay?
No. I want them
I'm
on
flying-
now.
I'm flying this plane for the first time. And I pressed the B button a whole bunch of times and I have no idea what it does.
It sounds like a you problem.
Tell you what, I'm going to become a you problem before too long.
Ooh.
you want to kiss me, you can just ask.
I will not ask.
That's why it won't happen.
Exactly.
You ever heard the term tsundere?
Nope, never.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, planeception, he's a plane in a plane.
But the funny thing is that I'm not playing.
All right, my gun sights are on.
Oh, good. You're welcome.
Thank you, mommy.
I could get used to that.
What? Now, can I try
No,
to
I'm just
shoot,
saying.
Can I try to shoot the tail off? Or the vertical stabilizer?
Sure, you can try and shoot the vertical stabilizer off.
I wonder how accurate this whole system was.
Probably fairly. It's just mechanical linkage.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many issues mechanical linkages had in World War II. Especially in aircraft.
How hard can it be?
They expand and shrink with temperature.
Same, to be honest.
Don't worry, all guys do that. Ooh, do I have a flare gun? Oh, I have access to all of your circuit breakers.
Please don't mess with my circuit breakers. I am literally flying this plane for the first time ever. I have no idea how any of this works.
Click, 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 click. Turn all the breakers off.
Alright, I've got guns. Are your guns working?
Yep, my guns seem to work.
Cool.
Shoot off a flare in the cockpit. How do you shoot flares again?
It's control 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, it just shoots it off. Immediately as soon as you press it.
That might have been me, actually. I just fired one. I'll
Oh.
fire one now.
I'm disappointed then. I can't use flares.
Well, of course you can't use flares. You're a CPG. You're a co-pilot gunner. You don't deserve to fire flares. Are you serious? You think we're going to trust you with that sort of
Why not?
responsibility?
Just give me the flare gun. I promise I won't load it with buckshot.
Oh my god. You're a little. You're a needy little. You're. No, I'm not going to say it.
My
Let me be
says,
clear.
this is why
No,
you
I'm
can't.
saying that.
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Hello?
Yeah. But Maya was saying this is why she can't be trusted to be fucking around with those breakers immediately. Admittedly, I would fuck around with them, but I can't. Oh wait, I have a flare gun down here. There's clearly a flare gun modeled into this aircraft.
Yeah.
How do I use it?
I don't know. Mika has a needy little cockpit. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I know.
Mai, what are you saying? You can't say things like that in public.
Mai, if he's getting demanding or anything like that, like, come on, dude. You can do better. I mean, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm better.
I don't appreciate you trying to steal one of my favorite friends.
Yeah.
Payback for talking about your vent. I'm sorry, your vent looks really good. Ow. Thanks for the missile.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. No Face Guy. Appreciate it. Well, don't everyone launch missiles?
And for the record, you're the one who showed your vent on stream to all of us. It's not private if you show it on a public stream.
Completely true, actually.
Also, Airshow, I think I'm going to be completely at your mercy for the rest of the stream unless we want me to restart Isle 2. Since I didn't have my controller, my HOTAS in the right mode before I launched Isle 2.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind you being in the back. The main thing I'm concerned about is that you feel like you are not being involved, that you're not enjoying yourself.
Nah, there's something fun about being in a bomber crew and getting absolutely destroyed by enemy aircraft. Also,
well, that's the thing.
I can see you in the mirror. That's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing about this is that if we get shot down, it's technically your fault and not mine. So having you in the plane is good.
Exactly.
Like,
you have a scapegoat.
If my rear gunner was good enough, then we wouldn't have been shot down. So it's nice to know that whatever goes wrong is ultimately your fault.
Yeah, it's always my fault. That's how it goes.
I guess I'll do all of the navigating myself as well too.
I like how these say storyboard, mitte, and backboard on the sites. What?
Cool.
You know I can read what you say in Airshow's chat, right?
You can say anything you want in my chat.
I will judge you for everything you say, though. Wait, do I have pedals? Or are these just like stirrups?
You can say anything you want.
She doesn't know what I'm talking about. This is between her and Airshow. I see how it is. All right. All right. I'm banned from chat. What? You can't ban me. That's so rude.
Anything you want. He can't see it. He can't see it right now. He can't see it.
Oh, great.
He genuinely cannot see it. I've banned him from chat. He can't see it right now. He cannot see anything you say in chat.
Wow, such a good friend, huh?
Anything you want. Yeah, you can say anything you want and you can get away with it. He's banned.
See if I actually watch your rear now.
I'm sure you do. It's very alluring.
But you say I act like I'm not always at others' mercy. You say that as if it implies I don't want to be.
Oh, God. Really? You're going to say that out loud?
Yeah. That way I don't have to make decisions.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of a little bit bottom, if you ask me.
Did you say something?
Hmm?
Huh?
Mm-mm.
I didn't hear anything either.
Sorry, I was talking to someone else.
It's okay. Oh, that's an enticing offer, Mai. Yeah, act as if I'm ever making decisions. I don't think I do that often. I typically am horrible at making decisions, so that's a great proposition you have there.
All right, guys, you don't have to walk around propositioning each other all day. You having fun in the back there? Being flown around? You're a passenger.
Yeah.
You're a passenger right now. You're a spectator.
I mean, I was
combat.
I was basically a passenger in the submarine sim.
No, you were doing everything. I was just telling you.
Sure.
Oh.
If we do Wolfpack again, we should get Tank involved, so he can yell at us about not following submarine procedure.
If we do Wolfpack again, can we get someone who knows what they're doing involved?
If you know someone who knows what they're doing, yeah, absolutely.
I don't.
Uh-oh. I guess we just have to figure it out. Hey, can you fly steady? I'm trying to nap here.
Oh my god. Now we have to fly like this.
Oh god, my head is gonna explode.
Oh my god, no, I fucked up. Okay, I massively fucked that up. I'm so sorry. Okay.
And you said if we died, it would be my fault, huh?
Okay. So I messed up. The important thing is that we don't dwell on these sorts of mistakes. Shit happens.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the gunner ultimately caused that.
How did I cause it?
Well, who's to say? But you know, these things happen.
I would threaten to become a fighter and shoot you down next time, but you know very well my throttle won't work right now.
Oh, do you want to restart IL-2 quickly and do some dogfights?
If that's what you want.
What do you mean, if that's what you want? Come on, bottom.
We decided that I can't make decisions, so you got to make the decisions for me.
Right, yeah. Restart IL-2, plug in your throttle. Let's do some dogfights.
All right. Let me switch over. Restart it. I don't kiss boys. I've never kissed a boy. Well, only on the cheek. But he's married now, so I have to become his affair. Can't not kiss boys. Yeah, I'm the side hoe. That's how it goes. So Airshow, you have to assert your dominance now through dogfights. All right. We playing on Berloga?
Do you want to be Grosse Deutschland or do you want to be Die Amerikaner?
Nein Deutsch sprechen.
Well, you pick a plane, and I'll pick something to go against that plane. Okay, just pick something.
All right, I'll pick the Tempest.
You had to pick the best plane. that there is. Okay. All right, I'll pick an FW190 D9. It'll be fine. All right, you ready?
I'm still loading into the server.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I
Okay.
also have no idea if my controls are going to work at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we fighting?
Pick G1 and G2. You take G2.
All right, I'm ready.
In the Tempest.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I'll switch to the right scene. Before anyone has any shit to say to me. No shooting on the merge.
Did we merge? Oh, there you are.
And merge.
You're so far down that I'm on top.
It must be unfamiliar to you.
This is the perfect song to play during this.
What are you playing?
Tracer.
As in, like, I want to be Tracer.
No, the main line is, you blink and you die whenever you see my tracer fire.
Oh. Oh, shit. I realize now that I might have fucked up.
Shit, my track IR is bugging me out.
My plane is crashing into the ground.
Chalk up one for me.
We'll call that a draw.
I think that counts as a win.
That's a win for you. Okay.
Maneuver kills count. We discussed this before.
It's true. It's true. Okay. You can't. Let's put it this way. You can't win in the same plane twice.
I can't win in the same plane twice.
Yeah.
So you're gonna bring the same plane?
Well, you can bring whatever you want. I'll bring something to go with it. Something equivalent.
What are you bringing? Oh, or you want me to not pick the Typhoon again?
No, don't pick the Tempest again.
Okay.
And I'll pick something to go against you.
Actually, why don't you pick something and I'll pick something to go against you?
Okay, BF109 E7.
All right.
You must understand that my track IR is currently held together with duct tape, and the duct tape has just failed, and I'm struggling.
Yeah, take your time to fix it. It's got to be a fair fight.
Okay, we are glued back in. Yep. E7, what are you taking?
You'll find out.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello there.
Oh, it's an I-16. Oh my god, the I-16 could turn.
Yes, it turns ungodly well.
Please don't shoot me right now. Please don't shoot me right now. Please, please, I'm begging you to not shoot me right now. Why aren't you stalling? Why are you not stalling?
I-16, such light wing load, very wow. I'm also really good on the pedals, so I can like recover right as I'm stalling and stay on that edge pretty well.
I wish I was those pedals.
We start the card after 3 minutes, what? Confirmed I'm a pro at edging. Thanks, Mai.
Well, it's good to know what you're good at.
Oh god. You win this round.
Well. If it isn't Maneuver Kill Mika.
Yep. At least my plane was in one piece.
Right. Okay, your turn to pick.
I'm gonna grab the LA5 FN.
All right, I'll take the MC202. Ready, spaghetti. Count me down, Chief.
3, 2, 1.
You just love fighting in the vertical. I do.
Yeah, Airshow's a very vertical guy.
It's true.
Although he does, even if he has similar vertical performance to me, he does have the advantage because I'm still not terribly comfortable fighting in the vertical yet.
We've got 1 minute.
Do we now?
Oh my god. I don't know if you hit me or not, but I'm flat spinning.
Have fun.
I recovered. "15 seconds. No. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Excuse me while I black out.
What, you had 2 beers?
Yep. Actually, let me grab my bottle of soju.
Oh, you're drinking soju?
No, I'm
Sheesh.
not drinking. It's like 3 p.m. It's too early for me to drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to this intervention that we're holding for Mika VT. We understand that the difficulties that he faces with alcoholism.
Hey. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just coping.
Right.
I don't drink
with-
every day, just most days.
Yeah. Well, you drink every day that you struggle to fly very well?
Exactly.
So most days.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't drink it every day, just most days. Literally,
Never
baby.
to it.
Okay, I will say this. I wish I had a baby tolerance. Because
Having a low tolerance is good because it saves you money.
I know. I used to have a really low tolerance. I'd drink like one mixed drink and I'd feel it. But now I have to like chug a mixed drink before dinner to actually feel it really quick.
Yeah. We'll go for G1, G2 again. You want to do the same matchup?
Sure. Ready when you are.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, if you're gonna make fun of me, why don't you at least make fun of me in my own chat?
Wow.
Just look at how masculine we are. Two men hanging out, yanking on our sticks.
Yeah, man. It's just what it takes. A bit of stick yanking. Never hurt anyone.
Oh, I don't have techno chat. How was your stall?
It's not going very well. Whoa,
I
what are you
can't
doing
pull out
back
of
there?
that dive very well. You know, I'm just behind you as always. You know, I'm always your tail gunner, so I got to be behind you in this case as well.
I was going to read into the subtext of you wanting to be behind me all the time. I mean, I get it. I got a dumpy that won't quit.
Ah, shoot. Trying to beat me in that.
Oh fuck, where'd you go?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Did you crash?
Nope.
Where I genuinely lost you. Where'd you go? Oh fuck.
You completely missed me shooting at you.
Oh, you're gonna pull out. You're gonna pull out.
Nope.
Oh.
That was
Oh.
yeah. That was a fail.
Rough. Sorry, you were talking all smug for a second there.
I
and
was.
I didn't catch what you were saying. All right. Well, pick a plane, champion. What do you want?
Too ambitious. Yeah, my. Let me see what we have. Oh, that's okay. That's lame. I was gonna say, I wanted to fight you in A20s.
Oh no, you can't spawn as bombers.
That's so stupid. Ah, there's the fun in that.
It's true.
All right, I will take my beloved MiG-3.
MiG-3. What's a good pair with the MiG-3?
109 F2 typically.
Okay. I'll take the F2.
F2 is going to have a little bit better specs though. That'll be
all right.
A hard fight.
All right. Count down.
3, 2, 1. Always going for that vertical, huh?
I'm in a BF 109. Of course, I'm going to go for the vertical.
Playing a game of chicken and neither of us wants to go wave off.
All right, so I win.
I think
Oh
we
no,
call it
you
a
got the
draw.
kill.
Yeah, I got the kill.
Oh no.
One for me.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. All right. I'll take the P39.
All right.
You let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hope I don't wreck the engine on this thing.
Are you also in one?
Yes.
That hit you at all?
Yep. This
Oh,
thing stalls pretty badly.
are you recovering?
Yes. Just in time for you to shoot me. Oh no,
Oh,
oh
shit.
no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. This thing stalls very, very nastily.
Screw. All right.
I touched a keyboard
Well.
key I shouldn't have, huh? Oh, my tits is showing.
Ah! Excuse me.
Yeah, my Twitch integrated throwing system was showing.
Yeah.
tits.
You pulled out your tits on stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a TOS violation, isn't it?
It is in a very explicit sense of the word. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to call it for tonight. If you don't mind, Mika, I think that's it for me.
I will
Um,
also, if we have raid suggestions, I know a person who's debuting today that I would like to
Yeah?
raid.
Yeah? Oh, send me
Yep.
their name, and I'll go there too.
Yep, I'll pop it right in your chat. There you go.
Please. All right.
And I have to get ready to set the raid up on mine. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yep. I look forward to doing more Wolfpack with you in the future. I don't think I'll ever learn how to play the game. Here is Airshow's link. You should all follow him. Give him a good shout out. Because he is a really cool SU-27 VTuber, as you can see right here is PNG. All right, thanks for joining me. See you next time.